Some good shocking stories in there. And I'm sorry, thank you for coming tonight. We have a few more films, 2 more.
And I think it was about 1996 we did our first sort of Royal Fest Film Festival and Zine Fest. And Ethan's always been the more sort of organized about it. I'm like, yeah, we should do that every year. And he's like, well, it'll be, semi-annually, biannually. And now it's 4 years later, and I think it was 98 when we opened the library, so I think we did shortly after. So 4 years later now in 2002, we decided to do the second annual, and it went great. It went just like the first one. It's like a lot of interesting stuff that I think we're bringing stuff that people wouldn't normally see. The second time, and it just shows we should do it probably every 6 months. I think it'd be an interesting thing to do, and I think we would be into it.
And next up is a film called Rough for Cinema by Anthony Ferrara.
Great, sir.
Stars 2 guys. We have a film about 4 guys.
I already have that.
Yeah, I know, but you can give it out to a girl at the bar or something. Reservoir Dogs for Anthony. Now everyone watch this film. It's fantastic. It's about a group of guys a little bit bitter. Okay, this next film is called Mommy Kills Best. And it definitely wins the John Waters Award, I'd say, the night.
I actually liked them all. It was kind of an interesting little, social anthropology kind of study. What held people's attention and what didn't. I couldn't believe that everybody was riveted during, this guy getting shot tattoo thing. But then when the sort of quote-unquote arty stuff came on, people were just like, blah, 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 not even interested at all. So it's and I mean, I'm sure some of that stuff, if you had more of a, less distraction and more of an intense sort of environment, you'd be like, wow, it's a really neat movie, but it was just like too much going on, where it's like, unless it was kind of jokey and on a amazingly like steady, basically like a very, caught you at your attention early, you'd be like, that's fucked up, man. It's different than, oh my god, that's fucked up.
I am the worst host ever.
Isn't it nice to see a film about 2 people who need each other? Well, that's it. I thought we'd end on a high note. That tasteful art film. Hip hip boo! Hip hip boo! Well, thanks for coming tonight, everyone. I hope you had a good time with this Royal Fest. I think it's number 3. We're having a follow-up Zine Fest next week with local people who put out magazines that are going to be some good stuff will be read there.
Ethan says interview!
My name is Anthony Ferrara. My film was Rough for the Cinema.
Really hard. It's still out of the fucking sky. Who knew? Rain falling out of the sky. See, what the fuck do you want, huh? I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this Andrew stuff.
See you next week.
Right?
Nice to meet you.
That's too bad. You gotta take it.
Bye.
Come on, Dan.
Commence the questions.
All right, so I want to talk about all the cop-outs and the fucking flakes.
See you guys later. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for not flaking me. Oh, that's great.
I said thanks for not flaking like everyone else does because our own members flake.
And then Ethan, but nobody can say anything bad about Ethan. He's a great guy. Ethan, Ethan is the... I mean, if it wasn't for Ethan, I don't know if any of us would be here. I mean, it's the antagonist movement. It's the Ethanist.
It's funny that Ethan, never even has to be asked questions because it's the anti-Ethanist movement, so he can't be asked questions. He has to dictate what's going to go on.
Today.
No, you're not allowed to ask me any questions.
Ongoing.
You
know what? I can't use any of this audio anyway if everyone keeps talking. Listen. Today, continuing the ongoing fuck-ups with the Royal Fest Film Festival, the festival presented by the Antagonist movement. We had 4 hosts supposed to be hosting today, 4 of them.
Well, I'm sure it's legendary. I'm going to catch hell for it for at least the next 3 to 4 years. But yeah,
Crispy is not a flake. His girlfriend's in the hospital, and I hope she's okay. But Afuko is a moron. He steals my lines.
I want to ask about the stealing other people's lines problem.
Sorry, Dad. Good lines. You think he's that funny?
So what happened with the shift?
I forgot that one small detail that I work at Black and White on Sundays. I forgot to get my shift covered.
Fucking Brian didn't cover his shifts. Didn't remember to cover his shifts.
This finger, the middle one.
And I'm not going to give the middle one to Crispy. Crispy, very key figure. A good friend of his got sick and he had to go to the hospital to take care of him. And that one's the totally justified one. The other two, no fucking good reason. Just trying to fuck up our shit again. But in the end, it all worked out okay. Because doesn't it always work out
How come
okay?
you're talking about me pulling through?
You were great.
All
This
right.
one right here. This one right here fucking saved the day. He's the golden job.
He takes it a step too far. He had something funny tonight. He has to come back. Yeah, look at us when we booze. Look at me. I'm Brother Fuco. That's Brian for you.
And Crispy called me and said, who's going to cover your shift? And I went, oh shit. So I called a few people and no one was available.
Crispy had an excuse. Brian, on the other hand, did not. He didn't get his shift covered. He had 3.5 weeks to plan, and he didn't get his shift covered.
What exactly did you do during the making of the flyers that made you forget when you had 3 weeks to plan someone else to take your shift? What exactly did you do, and when did you do it?
End of interview.
I show up. We have this plan to be the McFisto brothers. Hey, how you doing? I'm a McFisto brother. How you having a good time tonight? But of course, it fails because none of the other brothers show up. McFisto brothers is not, hey, I'm the McFisto brother, singular. Hey, yo, what's up? I'm the McFisto brother. Hey, oh, hey, thanks for coming to the film festival. Hey, Johnny Valiant, hey. That's what I think.
I fucked up. What can I say? Thanks for reminding me, Dad.
No problem. That's
And
what I'm
I'd
here
like
for.
to just point something out.
All right, you're the one who never fucks up. Leave us alone. So what'd you think of the film festival tonight, Mr. Nobody?
It was great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you think these people lacked a general sense of humor?
I don't think they got it.
I found people that are quite pathetic in the fact that they are not intelligent.
You're right. I think they really took that stuff seriously.
It's all fucking comedy.
All just for fun and games.
I make a little
Laughs.
joke about a sniper and nobody says anything.
I know. What the hell is that?
Like, I actually want to go out and shoot people.
I know.
I mean, aside
People
from
are
maybe
like-
Buttafuoco for stealing my line.
Nobody has any sense of humor these
Nobody has a
days.
sense of humor these days, right? But